All right. Good morning. Good morning, Ghost Guy. How are you, sir? Make sure everything's working here correctly. Yep, microphone's up. Music's still going. Okay. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing all right. I'm like in between right now. Mrs. Tahoe just got done being sick, so that was fun for about a week and a couple days there. So, but I've got a panel that I'm going to be doing on Saturday, so I'm starting to get those anxious, nervous, jitters going on. This will be like my first public speaking thing that I've done in a long ass time. So I'm feeling things on both ends of. I got all the feels and I don't know what to do with them all. So gonna try to get some work done today. Hopefully be creative. Sometimes when I get in the spots though where life is kind of turbulent and funky and I don't know what to do with myself, I struggle creatively sometimes. Just depends. We'll see what happens. Public speaking is always fun. I know, right? Just be confident what you're talking about. That's the hard part. I'm kind of back and forth. When I'm doing like these streams and stuff like that, I can talk. I think it's different. I've been trying to equate it to being the same, and I've been talking with Sunny about it. But I can feel that it's different in certain ways. Like I can talk all day on stream for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is. That's no problem. I can make stuff up, figure things out. A lot of it has to do with process. So like I can talk process all day. But a lot of stuff that I'm feeling like we're going to talk about is, like, why did you create these books? Why did you do this? Or what, less process and more feel based. And I have the truth and I have the aspirational answers, and I don't always know how the best way to blend those two is. I don't know if that's a confidence thing or if it's I don't know. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a panel with me and 3 other people. So it's only an hour long. So between the 4 of us, we've got a little bit we can talk about and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it's more conversational stuff. I don't know, because like we're gonna have to talk about our works, and if you've ever done anything creative, and an artist will attest to this 99% of the time, talking about your work is probably the worst and the hardest thing to do. Not that we can't do it, it's just, it's not always the prettiest to talk about, or it's not always the most. Some days you're just like, yeah, I just wanted to slap paint on canvas, and I just wanted to. Like, it's not always pretty in that way. It depends on how many people show up. Just hope for softball questions. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm hoping it's more conversational in certain ways. When I built Dungeons and Destiny, I was super insecure about it. Oh, that's crazy. That was such a good campaign too, though. That's the thing, it's like, anybody who does creative stuff in the background, like I can create all of this stuff in my little hovel. I could probably write 7,000 books and do that just by myself. But when it comes to then like putting it out to public space, public area, talking with people, I'm not great at it. And I know it's an acquired skill that you have to learn over time and stuff like that. And I have to remember I'm just at the beginning of that, but at the same time, it's daunting in certain ways. But talking about stuff like that is fine because at least you know what you're talking about. Just remember, know your audience. I don't know my audience. Make sure you think about what you're saying before you say it. Oh. Just think of us when you talk. How would your friend want to hype up your work? I don't know. Good questions. I try to do the role reversal thing. How would I hype up a friend? And I feel like I can do it, but then I think about it a little bit more and I'm like, maybe I'm not that good at it. Maybe that's why I'm bad at it with myself. I don't know. Sometimes I get moments. Sometimes I get little glimmers of hope where I'm like, I'm doing a good job or something's really working. I'm hitting the sweet spot. And then other times I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Pardon my language on this stream. I do cuss every once in a while. They cussed on Bungie streams. I think you're good. I did see that. That was funny. That was very human. I like that. That actually made me feel better. It's just like, and it's good too. Like if they're jazzed about it, that means that there's something there, which is a good thing. Very, very good. Hey, thank you, Pishek, for contributing to our assistant. Actually, since you did that, I think I'm going to do this. Every time somebody contributes to the assistant challenge, we're going to swap over to our live cam. We're going to go check on our assistant and see if he's... Oh, he is there. Look at him. Look at that baby. And now Sora's ringing the bell. Maybe if we... Oh, no, she's over there in the corner. Can't see her, but I gotta go let her out. I'll be right back. You guys watch Patch for a second. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I'd have some fun. Put up a little cat cam. This is what he does. 19 years old, this is what he does for his days. Let's double check. We are at 76% for our assistant treat. So we're getting there. And the cool thing is like I can move around depending on where he's laying to. If you do the pet the assistant, I can move it around. Yeah, so now it actually pets him.
Tahoe Anime Pet the Assistant.
Lots of fun little things here on stream that I've been doing. Why not? Why not have some fun with it? I've got all this stuff lying around. I was just like, you know what? I wonder if I could do this. Oh, there's an app for that. I can put that on the iPad and put that over there and stream it over here and then do that and can swap over and swap back and forth between. I'm finding cool things. Like, I think some of the streaming stuff that I figured out is I'm actually having fun figuring out little pieces or trying new things or teaching myself new skills and stuff like that. So, like, that's been fun. Maybe we need to... Maybe this is the problem I was having. So, got our example here. I found this, I was reading through one of my manga yesterday, a couple days ago. I have one that's called Comic Party. Go figure, right? It's about a bunch of kids that are working towards creating their own graphic novel manga pages, and they're going to go sell it at a convention. So it's them following their trials and tribulations of figuring it out and recognizing, that they can do it, and what it means to go there and interact with people and do all that stuff. One of the panels was this, where he's like passed out or dead or whatever like that. So kind of copying this idea where the spirit of the character is coming out. That's kind of what the idea was for this page. So trying to represent that in my own style as best I can. I think I kind of like that I put the little eyes on there for the little spirit coming out. Sometimes that happens when they do it. But I'm looking at, did a couple things. I put the pressed color thing on them, which is kind of the same thing, the shadow that kind of goes from their forehead down to their nose in that way, kind of representing that, downtrodden. Maybe I need to add these lines. Maybe that's what it is. Lines under the eyes there. Maybe I should change them to this style. Might have to play with it a little bit. That's kind of where I get not necessarily stuck, but where I start experimenting. Like if I'm in the mood that I'm in right now, where I'm kind of funky feeling, trying to get my brain straight, then I'll go through and I'll try to do some detail work and get my brain wrapped around some stuff. Did you know brains are fun? They don't betray you at all. They don't throw you into disarray and disorganization and constant fear and fight or flight. They're perfect every time. It's just lies and misrepresentations. Okay, so we got our face. Let's duplicate that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so our example shows super thin lines there. I'm gonna try some different stuff here. See if we can make something similar to what they have on there. No guarantees though. How are you doing today, B-Shack? How's your day going? Are you getting ready to go to work? Are you at work? I'm assuming you're at work, Ghost Guy. If you are still here. How was work going? How was life? Let's group those so that they don't move around on me right now. I'm at work, life is good, attempting to reconnect with some old EPS friends like Watson, JP, Remy's friend. Oh, nice. That's good. That's exciting. Hope everybody is doing good. If they want Dungeon Protocols back, they're more than welcome to have it. Might have to get rid of the nose. I know I see pictures of Remy and Tinks with their baby. Getting big fast. I always forget how fast kids grow. It's always crazy. Still feels wrong. Everything feels wrong right now for some reason. Sometimes we have to do some exploring. I don't like it. Something just don't feel right. I think the mouth feels a little bit better now. It needed to be squished down, for sure. Okay, so we have 2. Really counting my. Hold on, I'm messing things up on my end. Hold on. Please hold. Technical difficulties. There we go. I have the monitor on my other device, so I had to restart it because it was not working correctly. Okay. Let's see. I like that this is not see-through. I do like that. Makes it feel more like this mega page idea. But I have to get the rest of the stuff right. And I have to move the hands. That works correctly. Thought I had changed this the other day. No. Let's see. There we go. Closer to what I was thinking. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know if I like the... Okay, that's part of the problem. That needs to be in the correct spot. It wasn't close enough to his nose. That's why. Part of the problem. Okay. Which means this one also has the same problem. There we go. Okay, so that feels a little bit better with that. At the very least. These eyes... So sometimes what we do is we actually take out the nose, depending on, like even on our example here, he doesn't have a nose, right? We have the implication of the eyes with this W-shaped curve here. But like compared to this bottom panel where you can actually see the parts of the nose, which, pardon my photo that I took there. They make it disappear. Like his expression is that everything disappears and he's just white across the face. So depending on, I don't know if I like the crossed out look. Maybe I did these wrong. Let's try this again. Let's open up this. Let's open up this. I think, let me check my... So what I do on, I think I've talked about this before on stream. I have a whole repository of faces that I work on in person. So like I physically draw them out and stuff like that when I'm like doing some studies on stuff. So I've got some pages here with a bunch of different expressions that I haven't used yet. That's that one. Let me look through these real quick and see if there's anything in here that would better fit what we got going on. Couple different ideas. We're gonna have to try a couple things. Yeah, we're gonna have to try a couple different things here. Okay, cool. This is gonna be a longer process than I thought today, which is fine. Where are our... Okay, let's make that white for now. Arrange, send to back. We'll copy that, we'll put it on the other one. Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Object, let's reflect that. Send it back. Okay, yeah. There we go. We kind of got that ghosted eyes where he's, yeah. Much better. Question is, do I leave them white or do I change them to his normal iris colors? That is the question. He kind of has that haunted look, which is kind of what we're going for. If we're gonna do that, we need to go grab the color for his irises real quick. Where's that? There. Okay. Click this. Click here. We want this color. There it is. Okay. Copy. So normally when I do my layers on a graphic or image like this, what I do is I just stack them on top of each other, right? One on top of the other. But Adobe has this thing where you can actually put stuff inside of other objects. So like when we try to mess with his iris here, we can actually select the iris by itself and see how it gets clipped by the edges of the object that it's inside of. It has its own like little clipping mask is what it is. So like trying to figure out which layer is layer on top and then which one is inside of the one that is in that layer that's on. Yeah, it's just kind of like sometimes it's a little daunting to figure out how to get into each one. Like I should be able to double click in here, click this one, paste, and that should change that. Because these are not inside of it. Yes, I don't like that color of no. And I don't think adding, so like the other one had little dots in the eyes for being like, I don't like that. I don't like that style. I don't like the iris style. I like the haunted ghost style here a little bit better. I don't know if so this is an option. Let's make another option. We're gonna have to do some options before we pick which one we like best. Duplicate layer. Let's see, the other one. Okay, so the other one was, I think, take a bunch of these, copy, paste. Paste. Oops. I don't know why. It might be just this keyboard that I have, this Mac keyboard, but I always hit caps lock instead of shift whenever I'm doing something. I don't lock it. Copy. Okay, so that's another option. We have these like crossed out, crisscross applesauce eyes. That one is quicker to make. What else do I have that could work? Possibly. I got a mess in here now. Gonna have to move my phone. Might have to do a vote on this. Oh, maybe if we combine... Okay, so... let's do another one. The other thing that they were doing... let's get rid of... that. Okay, let's turn... these this direction, and let's change a couple of this there. They're at the wrong angle, but that's okay. We'll just turn them a little bit. That was the other example that they have on there, is these little lines here that are just kind of coming down off of the, like the face is sliding off. It kind of works for that one. Just might need to be smaller. Yeah, it definitely needed to be smaller. Let's see. This one. I don't know if the X size is gonna work. Where's that one at? I could change up the mouth again a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that too. Copy. We're going to separate all the pieces here. This way we have more option to play around with it. There. That. Get rid of that for the moment so I can see what I'm taking away. That. Okay. Now we have the mouth separated by itself, so then we can swap things around. Okay. So, do a different mouth real quick. Because I have a different example on my page over here. Sometimes I have to do a lot of experimentation to get what I want going on. Okay, let's see. Let's group those for the moment. Copy, paste. Let's see. I want to add a black outline around it. I want to send that, range, send to back. Okay, I think we have a little bit of a better idea here. Let's do scale. 103. Let's do 103 for the moment. Okay, let's do... Okay, I don't know if I want to go that big. Let's see. Let's just put it on the outside. Let's do that for the moment. See what that looks like. Okay. Okie dokie. Got something here. Don't know what it is, but we got something. Is that Team Resolute Clan still a thing? You know what? I have no idea. I think we've talked about this before, Bishak, and I never followed up on any of that stuff. I never kept in contact or kept watching any of that, to be honest with you. Probably the healthiest thing to do is what I did, but... No. Let's put that back to there. Can I reset the bounding box now? Reset bounding box. No? Okay. Didn't want to do it. Let's see. I'm glad Sage is back though. I don't know if he was related in that with Resolute. Not that I'm aware of. I know we talked about the podcast stuff. I don't remember him ever being a part of the Resolute stuff that I'm aware of. Because he had his own clan. He did the Gamer Loop Network. That was his thing. So when he swapped over and did Division, like he still played. I don't know. I'll just say this: he's been mostly all Division stuff. So, in as much as like he dabbled in Destiny, he was never part of any of the other stuff that Remy and Watts and everybody had going on. So, yeah, I think that was all separate in that he made his own space for things. We should be able to. Do I have to do it individually? Reset bounding box. No. There's gotta be a way to ungroup. Isolate group. No. I want to transform this. It's not going, it's just going to make it pull like that. Do this, it's going to go sideways, which I don't want. I know there's a way to reset that box, but I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Let's do this. Will that reset it? Yeah, that resets it. Okay, cool. Bam. I think I want to make it a little bit squattier like that. Maybe a little bit bigger too. Option. Option. I don't really know what happened. I haven't heard the name Resolute in a long time, right? I honestly don't know what happened with anything past that, and I don't really have any interest in finding out. Like, I hope they figured it out. I hope everything worked out for them, but... That's a name I have not heard in a long time. That one's good. This one probably needs to get moved. Yeah, it's alright. I'm in a Discord with River and Loki, but it's been dead for a while. Yeah. A lot of Discords I've been in are relatively... Even Dungeon Protocols is definitely slow. Let's edit, redo move. What happened with them? I feel like I used to piss off Loki, if I remember right. As far as like, what do you mean? What happened? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for as far as like what happened to them. As far as our group and stuff like that, or just in general? I don't even know if I remember. They're still around. We did stuff afterwards. I mean, I don't need to know. Don't want to spread their business if it wasn't kosher when they left. I don't feel like it wasn't. Because they still did stuff with us and stuck around for a little while. I did some work for them and stuff at one point, some graphic stuff. So I don't really know, to be honest with you. Nothing bad happened, or did nothing crazy happened, I don't think. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know the details. That new shite. Giving me the option to bend that. I don't like this one. This is not the face for it. Rid of that. I remember Watts had a stalker in the clan that always wanted to know where he lived. Lol, Casey Legend lives in my head rent-free for his creepiness. Oh, I don't know. I know that we had Belle on the ban list in Destiny for the longest time, and I went through and I was like, why is this even here? Like, I don't even know where that came from, because that was after it got transferred to me. Then I found that some of that stuff, like some of the band things, but that was like far enough down the road, like it didn't matter. It was like not like she was gonna pop up and be like, I can come back, and be like, yeah, no, that wasn't the thing that was gonna happen. Sometimes these faces, they work better on paper than they do. That was probably you. That's Petty Shack. That's funny. I always forget that you did have executive control over some of that stuff at one point too. I do forget that every once in a while. Really don't want that nose. No. This mouth is bothering me. Yeah, I think the nose has to go. I think it's just a thing. Put it on its own layer, we'll just see. Always put it back. This one on real quick. Let's get rid of that nose too. It definitely does need the nose missing. Like, we definitely want like a combination of whatever elements to make it have similar feel. Don't know what's better, those crossed out eyes, without that. The cross eyes would definitely fit with the soul coming out of the body. Let me see. Let's see if I have any other examples I've drawn down. Yes, that's the one Alex spell. Yeah, I didn't like Bife either, but I'm over it. and we'll love another fighter. Oh, that's good. Here at Dungeon Protocols, we are lovers, not fighters. Or at least we try to be. Maybe if we put that mouth on it.
Yeah.
We do have ads coming up here in about 1 minute, everybody. Yeah, I got a bunch of different options for things that I can do here. A bunch of different faces and stuff I have to try. For Belle, she was cool until she got some fame from being... Yeah, I've heard that before. That's how I remember, at least. Yeah, I think that's the lore that goes around with that. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I don't know the beef that was there. I actually don't even know who was involved in that beef at all. Or if, yeah, there was beef for sure. Let's put it here. All right, ads gonna be popping up, so we're gonna pause right here, and then we'll come back to it once we're done. Let's check on our assistant, see if our assistant's over there. Oh yeah, he's just chilling. We'll leave it on patch here for the moment. Oh no, wait, because we can't run. It's not going to do our auto ads. Merp. That was a quick check. I still have to put that together. Hey, see, okay, so that was the deal. Like, if we do, if whoever contributes to the special assistant or to treat for the assistant, then I swap over to our assistant cam. I'll just have to manually put our ads on here, which is fine. So we'll leave it right here for the moment as the stream continues. You guys get a little special time with Patch. Check and see how he's doing. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I will be right back. I could technically have it switch to this. Let's see, what's going on? Let's see, that's what I remember at least. Pope Bear was like that. I used to like him a lot. I used to do Crota raids with her. Hell yeah, that's a fair trade, yes. Just a sleepy little boy. Yeah, a lot of that stuff I don't... It was during that transition period. So a lot of that stuff happened before, like Bishak, you were saying. A lot of that stuff happened before I took over. And then afterwards, like I had your guys' stories and some of the context for some of that stuff, but I was like, a lot of it was just like, doesn't even make any Philippines anymore. People move on with their lives and do other things. As long as nobody harbored any ill will or grudges or anything against any of the stuff that was going on, that's all that mattered. At least for me. Okay, so double check here. We're gonna wait for a second. Because the stream's on a delay. Want to make sure. Nope, it's still running ads. But we should be okay. Yeah, a lot of the drama was unwarranted and childish. I contributed to it at times, but I think the best decision was to give you the reins of the clan. I mean, that may be debatable in certain ways. I don't know if I've taken and done anything substantial with it, but I think as far as like blocking it off, sequestering it away, I did successfully. I don't know if that was a good decision or not. I mean, I tried to do as much as I could with pushing and advertising and talking and getting things set up and doing a lot of stuff like that. I don't know how much. If there was more stuff that I could have done, I don't know what it was. I don't have a huge foray of knowledge for how to make all of these things successful in that way. So, I don't know. You kept it alive. That's a pretty accomplishment as far as Destiny clans go. Yeah, I guess. Like, I could say that. You provided a space for individuals to play together. Yeah, I don't disagree with you guys in that. Like, what it has done has been okay. I think I would have loved to have. I think that's gonna fuck it up. My shadow was gonna mess it up. I don't know. I think. What do I think? I think I liked the small town vibe that me, Mums, Thunder, and Metal had kind of come up with, like the concept of the small town vibe of that. I think I hoped that. No, I don't know about that. I knew that if it grew bigger than what it is right now, then it get messy. Like anytime a small town gets bigger, then things start to get messy, right? So I kind of had the idea that if we wanted it to stay very close-knit and humble in its design and stuff like that, it had to stay relatively small, which in and of itself kind of sucks because it meant that the possibility of it also dying out was high too. So, or getting really slow to the point where it was irrelevant. So, I don't want this to get bigger. It's a cozy size as it is. Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, the way the world is moving and stuff like that, things are like the idea that people want those little spaces where they can go and feel safe and stuff like that, and is at a premium in certain respects. And we kind of have a little space that's like that, which is nice. And we are very diverse in the people that are there and people's opinions and stuff like that. But for the most part, people have been respectful of those things, which has been nice. So I do have to give credit to everybody for being able to put, like, what did I tell my daughter yesterday? put on their big girl pants, and be semi-civil in things. It's not always going to be perfect. I understand that. But no, I think the small town vibe that we have put together has held pretty well. I feel like if I could do more, I don't know, I could do more. I feel like I'm doing less nowadays. Let's just say that. I've been slowly doing not as many things. I've been consistent on the main things that I promised that I was going to do. But other things have been less. Hey, look at that, cheap followers. Sweet. Give me control. Man. No, I think I like the cozy vibe. I like what we have set up for those things. I don't think I want to change any of that. I guess what I'm feeling is I feel like I'm kind of letting things down in a way. I get nervous when I see stuff like Vern putting up that she wants to do stuff, or even like Bishak, like you saying you want to do a raid, and I don't have the weight or pull to make every one of those things happen, and I want to, and I feel like I would probably have to do, I don't know what I would have to do to make all of those things work out. I would love to get at least a solid team of 4 or 5 people that we could get a. That's the hard part because it's fucking 6 and it's either 3 or 6. So we essentially need two fire teams of 3 is what we need to do, and when those. The math for this game doesn't work out all the time. I like doing community challenge with other clans or streams, but I feel like that doesn't happen anymore these days. No, there's too much contention with a lot of that, unfortunately, in this game. It's not that I don't want to help out with those kind of things, but I just don't have the time. No, and that's the thing, Alex, is we are respecting each other's time in those ways and stuff like that. Like don't think like you're not doing those. That falls on me, right? That falls on me to make it interesting, make it fun, make it so that people want to come and schedule time or spend time or do those things. So that's not a you thing. That's a me thing. This is upper management problems is what it is. And the way I structured it from the very beginning, even with the admins and stuff like that, it's not them, it's me. It will always be me who is not figuring out how to do those things. Now people can come along and suggest things and try things and do things if they would like to, and use the admin to help facilitate those things, which is what that's supposed to be. But inevitably, if it does not work in certain senses, then that is me not either having the technical part of it set up or having the any of the other social parts of it set up, kind of thing. But time thing is totally understandable. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I've always claimed in our group that you respect the you do the time how you want to do time. This is not a requirement. There's no nothing stringent about those. And in fact, I've even taken all the rest of the rules for that stuff out because it just wasn't. It didn't make sense in any way. Like, we all have families, lives. Ghost Guy's getting married. He's going to have a significant other here soon, stuff like that. So, like, it's go do those things. Do the things with the family and the people that are around you. This is an auxiliary kind of group that you can go and talk and have fun and do things with, but it's not required in any way, shape, or form. Bungie hasn't really given a reason to want to do raids though, or anything really. D1 days you wanted to chase cool looking loot and gear. My worry is that people will get the wrong idea about DPS going serious. Yeah, I don't think the serious route is for us in any way, shape, or form. Also, by the way, I still think the cross eyes are the best version of this that I've come up with so far. It just feels right. Something about the mouth, though, is still not 100%, but... okay, we're gonna get there. Well, people getting the wrong idea about DPS wouldn't be the first time. That's for sure. I do think it's funny though, every once in a while I get Mattman to come into one of the DPS streams, and it's funny because he's always like, you guys are still around? And be like, yep, still doing our things. Still fucking around. Trying to have fun, trying to be good people in that way. Not always being successful in it, but trying our best. Okay, I have another idea. This one, is it that one? It's not that one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, oh, we're gonna change it. Duplicate, open that up. No, it's been one of those things that's been on my mind for a long time. I think about it constantly. I worry about it. I do all the things that you want somebody who's invested in those things and worried about those things to be, right? Like, some nights I lose sleep over it, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I remember Mattman made PS4 carry him through Crota. It made me so sad because he just go and hide. That's funny. No, I don't think it's those eyes either. God dang. The only other ones that I can think of, and I've got lots of examples here, but they're the same ones I just kind of did here. Those ones work like that. That makes sense. Where placement? I am happy that there are a lot of people that feel like what we've got going on in the clan and the group and stuff like that, they feel safe and comfortable in that. So like I've found a lot of solace in those things. Even for you, Bishak, to come back and be like, this, I feel safe here. I feel, all of those things. That has been encouraging in those ways. To have Sky say that and where she came from and all of the trials and tribulations of that, like, I'm glad that's a good place for those things, for people to be able to. I do need to check on mums and stuff too a little bit. She's been going through a hard time lately. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything, but No Land Beyond came back. Yeah, I figured that was the biggest factor. I got you. I know it wasn't us. It wasn't us. It hurts a little bit. I don't know if she would get mad at me if I told you guys what's going on with her. I doubt it. She loves me. But this was kind of a more public space. If you guys want to know, you can DM me on Discord and I'll let you know what's going on, but that might be a better place to do it in. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, I think this is better. Still need a better mouth. Safe not to say it here. Yeah. One, it comes from a place of love and worry for her, and so like it's one of those things, like if we were all in a group together and we were talking, I would talk to you guys about it. I would talk to y'all about it. So I always forget sometimes this feels like a public space in some ways, but it's also not, because it's very specific and because it's being filmed in the way it's being done. So there we go. I think those eyes are going to work there. We definitely need to figure out a mouth, though. Like, I like the curve of this, but we need to try something a little bit different. This is one of those pages where, like, part of it is just having this as the main part that I wanted to get in, this ghosty, his spirit coming out, and Patch saying, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Like, most of this is this, but the rest of it is probably going to be kind of meh. Sometimes you gotta have pages that are meh. Something like that on the other one. If there's something we can do as a clan to support, I'd be open to helping. But we can DM later if that's doable. Yeah, I think we're okay on that part of it. It's not one of those types of situations. I think I did this for Ichabus because his mother-in-law just passed away, and I just DM'd him because he was telling me about it when we were playing and stuff like that, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe and blah blah blah, and I just told him, just send me the GoFundMe and I'll see if I have some funds to put towards that, because I wanted to support him, and I know that was hard for him, and I didn't know her personally, but she had been around when he had talked about her tons, and that was his life. So I know he's got an uphill battle now that she's gone and stuff like that, but those are the hard parts of. So we have a small community, which we should be able to like support each other and do certain things like that. And in the past, when certain things like that have come up, people have asked me about it, like, hey, can I post this? Hey, whatever, can I do XYZ? And I'll either tell them yay or nay, depending on what I think is going on or whether or not I feel like the community would work with that. If we were bigger, I would just say, yeah, just go ahead and do all of it. Because that would lessen the pressure on a lot of stuff in that way. But it's hard figuring it out. I'm one of those bleeding hearts where I want to save and help everybody, but I don't have the means to do it just by myself. But for fuck's sake, I really, really want to. And I wish I had the ability to do it. But I also know that if I start letting a bunch of that stuff go all over the place, then it can be funky dory. What was what's his name that did that? Set up a GoFundMe, and I think people donated to it, and then he bought PC parts instead, and everybody was all incensed about it. Yeah, do you remember that? That was a thing for a minute. I was also coming back to this. It was run by level-headed and understanding people. I also knew I was mentally in a better space. Oh, that's good. That really grinded my gears. Yeah, I don't know the full circumstances of everything that happened with that. I remember some of the stuff that people had said that's what was going on, but definitely not that. That kind of made it so when people have asked me, can I do XYZ? I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't want people to get taken advantage of. Sadly, it does happen, though. Okay, I think we've got... I think out of all of the faces that we've done so far, I think this is our closest that I've gotten, that I get that more of that feel. I gave 50, I think. Yeah, I think I gave some too. Remember he was in credit card debt or something, but I don't remember how it got out. He bought a piece. Oh, he was saying he did, or he was showing off that he did. But I don't know the circumstances of what that... I don't know. I don't know people's circumstances. I'm trying to move into this part of my life. Me and Mrs. Tahoe are trying to figure out how to take a lot of the judgment and stuff like that that comes along with being human and doing fucking shit and really like putting it back through the filters again, right? Like really putting it through it and being like, okay, so because we've run into a couple instances like that before where we see something or hear something or whatever and we have strong feelings about it, and then we go back and we ended up like talking to somebody or reading something else and we're like, oh, that's different than my assumption was for this thing. That changes how I should have processed this in the first place. So we're trying to really consider different options, perspectives in that way. Making sure we're doing our due diligence in that. I believe. I believe in a thing called love. Okay, so that's better. I like he's down in this corner. And that might be this page, as we might be sinking him down in here, really using the panel to drive what we're trying to do here. But I definitely need to get... where is that little green piece? Yeah, I need to get that figured out. Okay, there's that one. I need to get rid of that guy. Bam. And then we need to move part of this green down and out of the way. Which we might be able to just get rid of this all together at the moment. Because we're going to have to cut him apart anyways. Yeah, let's just do a temporary version of this, and then I'll have to come back later and Okay, yeah, like that. Okay, perfect. So we can see that spilling over the edge there, and it's still doing the things where sometimes when I do these pages like this, I'm temping certain things up so that I can come back and be like, okay, now I gotta get rid of this green bucket of poopiness because we're ready to finalize this page up. But yeah, I think we definitely have much better of this vibe going on compared to any of the other phases. We made a bunch of faces for that too. I think what I want to do, I want to grab this. Which direction is our page coming from? Oh, it's coming from... Ah, oh, damn it, that's our gutter. Fuck. That sucks. Damn. So, when working on pages like this, we have to consider where the book bends, right? So, if we look at our example here in the middle, our character who's lying on this table here, his head is in the center of the book. Like that's where the books are bound together, or the pages are bound together. So when we design stuff like this, we have to think, that's why I put these arrows on here. The binding is going to be on the right side. So most of our character here, Buttons, he's going to be kind of bent into the edge of this page, into the center of the binding. So I have to make some decisions whether or not I need to now move him further, but I really like that he's breaking out of the box there. Damn. Let's look at our layout real quick. So on Monday, I was struggling with the idea of possibly moving a bunch of these pages around. So this is my layout that I've written for the story, right? Currently. I've already moved and compressed down a couple pages, a couple things into new, like putting these two together on one page, or these two, like I've done that already a couple times. The question is, and I've talked about this, is moving some of these other ones and gaining some more, gaining a blank page to put some more stuff on, but also moving it so pieces like, not that one, 24 here are flopped, and then the binding is on the left side rather than on the right side. Just depends. And this was one of the ones I was thinking about moving. Let's do something real quick. If I move this to, ooh, didn't grab everything. If I move this to 25, and I move these two, so we have our surprise happening. So it'd be the surprise and then the death one. Those two would be back to back. So that would put the the binding on the right side. That would put the binding here on the left side. But we have to figure out a place to put this high on patch. Because right now it's on its own page. So I might have to combine. Might be able to combine these two, 26 and 27. But I also have an open page here now. Let's just leave it as is at the moment. Yeah, I definitely like the face better for this. I think that definitely made a big difference. Binding is over here. Do I have 2 of these or 3 of these? That one's that one. That should just be that. No? Am I wrong? Oh, no. Okay, so that goes all the way around. This also goes all the way around? Yes. Right, but these are the individual ones. Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out if I want to, how I want this structure to work. Because I've made this box a little bit smaller. I can make it even smaller. Theoretically, and push it up. That would give me another panel to be able to put down, put somewhere. This is where I get into like the mechanical issues with stuff, but then I have to find some kind of something to put in that blank space if I do end up moving everything. How big of a box do I have? It's a little thin guy. Let's see. There we go. That's better. I think we definitely made progress on. We've got his shadow in, which is fine. That was easy. Got him a little bit more figured out. I definitely like this better. I like that the ghost is not opaque. I'll try it again real quick, see if I like it. Yeah, no, I like it that it's solid in that mass. Bum, 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 bum. I'll have to come through and take out that whisker because it's causing issues at some point. Cut this. I think this works better now, for sure. Took a minute to figure out those faces. See, 25. This is the one that comes after it. But we need to figure out some kind of a grandiose way to introduce Patch. Pardon me. The joke is here that Buttons is still dying. I need water. Let's see. What's number 26? No. There it is. 26 is, you're not going to try and attack me at random. Oh yeah, I was making more jokes. Yeah, I don't know if I want to make... Let's grab the background here. Copy, get rid of you, don't save. Okay, that's better. We've got a little bit of grounding going on with that. Sweet. Definitely have to do some more detail work for that background at some point. Okay, so Buttons does introduce himself here. Okay, cool. Did do that. I have another idea. Let's go here. Let's grab this. Select all. Fine. That. Don't save. But 5. Put that here instead. Let's see. Yeah, let's put that over there. Oh, you know which one we need? Not that one. We need this one. This one is open. Select all. Don't need that shadow. Copy. Close. Paste. Maybe over here? I'm gonna need that shadow too. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little something back there. Like I said, I need to go through and find some, create some furniture and stuff and put it, I need to fill in the space of what the actual room and everything looks like for our characters. You too, Bishak, have a good day. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, that's better. That one's good. Alright. Sometimes adding those backgrounds just gives it a little bit of extra weight and understanding what's going on. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do, like, I think the glow here is probably enough. I think I had tried this before. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to put it away. I'm going to make it even smaller is what I'll do. Make it really far away. Okay, that's going to be the center of our... Put it over here. Yeah, the only problem with doing that around him is that his whiskers wash out. Just fine. I need to figure out some way to handle that anyways, but... I think the way I figured it out before is I did copy, paste in front, and then I send it to back, and then I added a little round. Yeah, something like that to make it work. Worst case, I can take it out later. Let's see. Does it add anything to put that on there? Okay, so if we're gonna do that, this is so far away, that means our baseboard needs to be way smaller. Our scale just got way different. Yeah, okay, cool. That fixed our problem here. Then we just gotta change our shadow a little bit. It's off now. Okay, there we go. So there's a couple different ways we can like highlight a character. We can do this loop around them where we put this white box, or not box, this white outline, right? And it kind of separates them from their background, separates them from the world in certain ways. It means that the thing is focused kind of on him. A lot of times we can do that by like not having background and just being, highlighted on him. But we're kind of separating him from the things that are around him in certain ways with this one. The other way is to do like I have like this gradient, which is super faint on here right now. I don't know if I'd want to make it bigger. Try. Yeah, it gives us a little bit here, but not like... I don't like this harsh edge down here though. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Edit gradient. Move that closer back to center. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so now he's got a little bit of a glow, and he's got that white around him that way. Just another way of highlighting our characters and stuff like that. Not too bad. Okay, so let's see. Man, we are running up against our time here very shortly. Yeah, even in my small preview, that looks much better like that. Okay, cool. Still 24 is giving me a little bit of a... Still not 100% on this one yet. Let's open up 26. 26 is going to be this. Let's go back to our... We need these two bubbles. Gappy. Paste. Speech bubbles, look at that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and ungroup those. Ungroup all. There we go. Just get that, just get rid of that. Move this to the front. That goes there. Range, bring to front. That goes there. This is just my little joke that you get one kitten and you have one older cat. That's just, as soon as they get into playing with each other, there's always the one that's just like, you know what, I'm just going to attack you at random. Because I'm a kitten and I don't know better. And it's fun. So I'm going to do a little joke here where we're actually going to make this smaller. He's going to be saying this kind of under his breath in a little bit, right? Like, maybe? We need to make this the correct size, which is 6. And 6. It's going to be down here. It could actually be bigger. Which means this has to be smaller now. There we go. And then we have to figure out what we want to do for how they're talking to each other. So we just came off of 25, where we're here. close that up. Let's just put that on there for now, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be. Select all, copy. Put 6. Let's see. What this? Copy. Object, reflect. He's really small in this one. He's not that small. Put him on his own layer just to make sure we can mess with that. Okay, so we don't want, that's going to be that way. Let's put that, kind of wanted this down here. So we want a mischievous look maybe here. I'm Sarah, just lurking from work. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Bishek took off. He had to go do some stuff, so. Just listening to our slow jam music here. Let's see. I think I have a face for that. At least I thought I did. I could do the mischievous look, which is where is mischievous? Kind of like this. There it is. Let's change that because that's always poopy. There we go. Now I can see it for real. Dang, we got that pretty close right off the bat. How about that? So, I do like it. I do like it, but we need to put it, copy. paste. I need to set it backwards between the hands. There we go. We're gonna make it even more a little bit mischievous by taking these points. Let's go there. Move this one. That. There we go. I don't know why, but I like that. God damn it. Sometimes I get myself. Shite. I love when I come up with good mischievous ones. Those ones make me happy. All right, we're gonna take our second break here. I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna set up right here. Yeah, we're gonna take our second break and then we'll come back and then we'll roll up our stream for this afternoon. We'll log our progress, do all that kind of stuff, and then go from there. But thank you for coming by. In the meantime, let's check out our assistant cam, see if our assistant's over there. Oh, he is. He's still in his little thing. We call this the bassinet. It's not really a bassinet, but we'll do our ad break from here today. I think that's kind of fun. I'll look through during our break time. I'll look to see if there's anybody to raid for the day. Because we have 3 viewers, so it'd be fun to go raid somebody else. See what they're up to. Like I said, I gotta go find... Oh, there goes. Our break time popped off and I was not paying attention. There we go. Now we're closer on time. This one I do not have set up yet for to be used with my Firebot. So like Firebot is the one that comes through and makes sure that when the ad break starts that little thing pops up. I haven't had a chance to sit down and set that up for this. Oh, he's moving. For this scene yet, because this is the new scene that I just set up, so I need to do that. So that it automatically pops up when it's supposed to. If I switch back, that one did go up. I switch to this one. Aha, see, this one doesn't have it, so definitely need to get it set correctly. Ooh, I got a phone call. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. Save this. Yeah, it's something about when I do certain things like this that just hits me just funny. This makes me giggle. And when I giggle, I'm having fun, which is good. The little mischievous. This was one of those lines that I came up with, and I thought in my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun to illustrate in certain ways because I know I can give one of them the mischievous look, and that's just going to be funny in that space. And I feel like it definitely paid off. Or at least it's going to. Let's do a couple more things. Let's move his eyes down here. We're definitely going to change his mouth and stuff like that because we're asking a very serious question. But we're going to have to do that on our next stream. No, that needs to be somewhere. Yeah, he definitely needs something more of a... I don't think he needs to be, like, worried. I think it needs to have the... Yeah, it's going to have to be, like, these eyes. This one. This face. Let's do it. Let's just do it real quick while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. We'll run a little bit long today. That's okay. There we go. These are the type of interactions when I get to do these kind of pages that are super fun. Yeah, it's that mischievous older brother, you know, or younger brother scenario, right? Sweet. That's kind of fun. All right, let's go over. Let me pull up Canva real quick. Because we actually did an extra page today. We started on 26, which I didn't think we were actually going to get to do. But we did. We made it to an extra one. Okay, so let's get rid of Illustrator. Bring up Canva. Let's see. We don't need any of those. Oh, no, we do need that. Let's go in here. Let's find our little green guys. Let's duplicate that up. Did start 26 a little bit today. I would say we definitely... That one can stay there. 25. We did a little bit too. Let's just move up that a little bit there. 24, I think we got kind of squared away with some of the faces and stuff like that. Let's see. It's 24. Let's move that one up a little bit there. Yeah, I think that's about right. Friday we'll definitely be able to hone in a little bit on this stuff. Definitely need some background elements and things to make those work out a little bit better. But yeah. Got some things started, got some stuff worked on today. Lots and lots of progress and work to keep going and to do with all of this. So Friday I will be here at the normal times from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Where's my schedule at? Here it is. Yes, Friday I will be back from 9 to 12. Saturday is my big event that I've got going on. Actually, I can bring that up real quick because I made a thing for it yesterday. Here it is. Huzzah! Look at this. I'm on top of it. So Nevada Humanities Literary Crawl. I will be there on Saturday for the Writing for Young Readers, a conversation with the Sunlight Shed. I will be at the downtown Reno Library from 2:15 to 3:15. Here we go. Yeah, I will be there. We'll be answering questions, talking about process, and a lot of other things. So, talking about my books. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know the full extent of all of what's gonna go on, so it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise for me in the format and how it's gonna work. But it will be upstairs in their atrium in the in the kids' book section, is what we're going to be where we're going to be at. But that's what's going to be going on Saturday. That shouldn't affect anything that we have going on for streams. But just like, it's just one of those heads up things where if it does happen to be like I do that or something, a bunch of things go on, then I'm going to be out. But Sunday we should be able to get on and do our live podcast for me and Mrs. Tahoe. Our 500 Little Things podcast from 7 to 9 p.m. So that's a late one. So if you want to come watch it and see what we've got going on, definitely come check that out. I think, where's my phone? I forgot what our theme is. I'm looking fast. I don't know what our comedians, that's what it was. Who's your favorite comedian? So if you want to come by and hear us talk about comedy and things that we have seen over the years and things that we think are funny, or let us know what your favorite comedy is, then please come by and watch our podcast live on this channel from 7 to 9 on Sunday nights. So, and that is Pacific time. So if you're not in the Pacific time, it's much later for you, but just letting you know. But otherwise, I will be back on Monday, hopefully with good words, good things to say about my author talk that we're doing, our panel that we're doing here for the Nevada Humanities. So hopefully that will all be great and we will talk about that stuff. Why did that move from there? That's fun. But yeah, that's the idea and that's what we got going on. We'll be able to make some more progress hopefully on Friday. But thank you all for coming by. Thank you, B-Shack. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Ghost Guy. I don't know if Dreamer made it in here today or not, but nope, not today. Thank you all for coming by and watching the stream. Yeah, I'll be back on Monday for some more, but have a good Wednesday afternoon and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.